Black Sabbath Avatars. Operation Mindcrime 3 is coming earlier than we expected, and Anthrax are getting ready to release the most anticipated album of their career. Metal is live and well, so let's see what keeps it going today. Here you go. Dark Angel Return. The talks of a new Dark Angel album have been going on for so long that most fans actually just stopped reacting to those already. But it looks like this time around it actually is happening, as this week thrash metal legends unleashed the cover art for their upcoming album, which it looks like will actually be released this year. So, the next studio album by Dark Angel will be titled Extinction Level Event and will become the first new studio record by the band in, attention, 34 years. And the first single of it, the title track, will actually be released next Friday on April 11th. Both Gene Hoglan and Eric Mayer has worked on this album alongside Mike Gonzalez, Ron Reinhardt and Laura Kristen, and according to the band, this new record will also feature the spirit of the legendary Jim Durkin, the band's guitarist who sadly passed away in 2023, yet with whom the band has worked quite extensively on this new album. Which, the craziest thing is that despite the whole status of being a cult band for many thrash metal fans, this new record will only become the 5th one in the band's discography.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Mambo number 5.
Thus, of course, only adding to its anticipation and making it definitely one of the most anticipated comebacks in decades in the world of thrash metal. Here guys, super quick, just wanted to point out that only around 30% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to this channel. So if you're not one of those, and especially if this is not the first video you're watching here, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing right now. Let's continue building this amazing heavy metal community together. Geoff Tate and Operation Mindcrime 3. If you're one of those people who have been waiting for the final chapter of the Operation Mindcrime saga, it looks like you won't have to wait for much longer, as this week Geoff Tate confirmed that Part 3 is coming out this year, and even more, he's planning to play songs from it live very soon. On March 18th, Geoff kicked off his Operation Mindcrime The Final Chapter tour, on which he's performing the legendary prog metal album in its entirety. And this week, Geoff promised that the first songs of the 3rd and final chapter of the saga will be released during that run already, and that's when he will start doing it all at the same time, performing Operation Mindcrime 1 in its entirety, infused by the selected songs from the 2nd and the 3rd chapters. But if you hope to hear the entire album by the end of this year, it looks like you won't have a chance to do so, as according to Geoff, he will be releasing it song by song around every month or every quarter, and only when each of the songs from this album will get released, that's when he will present the album itself.
okay.
But yeah, nevertheless, it looks like the 3rd and final chapter of Operation Mindcrime is coming to us soon, whether you want it or not. And although some fans may think that it is absolutely unnecessary, it is still one of those albums that you kinda definitely have to check out. And here, as always, I just want to thank all my patrons and all of the YouTube channel members, and of course all those who purchase Metal Booger merch, as it is thanks to you guys that this channel is even able to exist. So if you would like to become one and occasionally receive some cool perks. Like, for example, right now, an early access to a video about the songs Judas Priest absolutely ignored throughout their career. Just know that you can do so via the link in the description to this video, or by simply clicking a button somewhere over here on YouTube. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every one of you. Anthrax back in the studio. Anthrax fans, your patience has finally paid off, as in a new update, drummer Charlie Benante confirmed that the band is heading back into the studio next week to resume work on their long-awaited follow-up to For All Kings, which was released all the way back in 2016. And yeah, I know that I said it before, but I'll tell you this story again. I actually spoke to Frank Balla about the new album, which back then was supposed to be released in just a matter of months, all the way 4 years ago. So, I don't know about you, but I will actually believe that the new Anthrax album is coming, not even when I hear a first single off of it, but when I will physically hold it in my hands. That's how long it has been. In addition to that, a couple of months ago, Anthrax said that the new album will be released sometime in September or October this year. But since then, they had to take a break from recording, so I guess it kinda will have to get pushed even further out. But nevertheless, it is coming, and according to Charlie Benante, is gonna be really and really good. Which, of course, is amazing. But at this point, in all honesty, I just wanna hear whatever is there. And here comes the time for your favorite part of the video, a part in which you don't have to look at my face, because we are about to talk about 5 latest metal releases from this week, which, although did not get their own segments in this video, are definitely worthy of your attention. Smith Kotzen, the collaboration between Iron Maiden's Adrian Smith and the Winery Dog's Richie Kotzen, have released their second album, Black Light, White Noise, through BMG. And this record showcases their seamless blend of blues and hard rock influences, featuring tracks like Muddy Water, White Noise, and Black Light. And here's the thing, the duo's chemistry is very evident throughout the album, with both artists sharing guitar and vocal duties, delivering a sound that is both classic and contemporary. And as a huge Iron Maiden and Adrian Smith fan, I have to point out that it's simply incredible to see Adrian in a slightly different amplitude from the one that we are used to see the legendary guitarist with one of the greatest heavy metal bands on the planet. Benediction have unleashed their 9th studio album, Ravage of Empires, via Nuclear Blast Records, and this release continues their legacy in the death metal scene, offering a collection of tracks that blend relentless aggression with intricate compositions. And given the fact that a new Benediction release is always good news for every death metal fan, this new album is definitely a must-listen for this weekend for every fan of the genre. Bleed From Within have dropped their 7th album, Zenith, via Nuclear Blast Records. This record marks a significant evolution in their sound, incorporating elements of death metal, groove metal, and progressive metal as well. Tracks like In Place of Your Halo and Hands of Sin highlight their dynamic range and technical prowess. Before the Dawn have released their latest single, As Above So Below, offering a glimpse into their upcoming music direction, although they still did not announce their new album or give any information about it. But talking about the track, it of course continues their exploration of melodic death metal, blending atmospheric elements with heavy riffs and emotive vocals. Center your thoughts, refine perception. Candlemass have unveiled the title track of their forthcoming EP Black Star, set for release on May 9th via Napalm Records. Celebrating their 40th anniversary, this EP includes 2 new songs alongside 2 covers of classic tracks. and the title track exemplifies their enduring commitment to the doom metal genre. By the way, some of these tracks are already available in our metal playlist, Metal 365, which you should definitely add to your either Spotify or YouTube music library, whatever you're using. Because just in case if you didn't know, it is being updated weekly, and it does consist of only the best new metal tracks from all around the world. So BabyMetal new album and total disappointment. Alright guys, get ready for Kawaii Mosh once again, as this week BabyMetal finally officially announced the release of their new studio album titled Metal 4th, which is set to drop June 13th this year already, and even had a chance to release the first single off of it, featuring no less hype-worthy Poppy. This will be their 5th full-length album, following up their 2023 release The Other One, and will likely continue their genre-defined blend of J-pop, metalcore, power metal, and total chaos. So basically everything the band's fans love BabyMetal for. And of course, quite predictably, after a huge success of their latest single Ratatata with Electric Callboy, this new album will feature simply gazillion different collaborations, including the aforementioned Poppy, but also Spiritbox, Tom Morello, Bloodywood, Polyphia, and Slaughter to Prevail. Ew! Come on, BabyMetal, seriously? It all started so well. I was just about to say that I'm actually excited to hear new music from BabyMetal, and it's super cool how the band, which everyone said was just a one-time wonder and everyone will forget about in just a couple of years, is still being relevant today in 2025 and produces new music. And then you announce a feat with Slaughter to Prevail? Come on guys, you can do so much better than that. And so yeah, I guess now I'm excited for Metal 4th, minus at least one track off of it. Yeah. Black Sabbath avatars and a flying Ozzy Osbourne. Alright guys, just as we assumed, the news around the final reunion Black Sabbath concert are not gonna go anywhere until the concert actually happens, and long after that. And just if you thought that the last Ozzy Osbourne concert could not get any crazier, don't worry, it can. First of all, Tom Morello, who is directing the show, revealed that some huge superstars will be surprised guests at that show. So huge superstars in addition to the ones which were already announced. In addition to that, it looks like this event is going far beyond our regular rock and metal community, and there will actually be quite a lot of pop stars attending as well, including, for example, Ed Sheeran, who's pretty much confirmed for that show already. But at the same time, it looks like the organizers are still finalizing most of the details of that show, as even Zakk Wylde, who, just as a reminder, is super close to Ozzy Osbourne and to the Osbournes overall, still does not really know which songs he will get to play at that concert. But what he does know for sure is that the Prince of Darkness will be giving his final show ever, not just sitting on a throne, but sitting on a throne which will be flying around the stadium. So basically, Ozzy Osbourne is going to be very and very high during his last show ever, just like he was during his entire career.
Hello there. How are you? Fine.
In addition to that, we found out that the last Black Sabbath concert might actually be not really the last Black Sabbath concert, as answering the question about the possibility of turning Black Sabbath into an ABBA or Kiss style Avatar show, Sharon Osbourne said that she would definitely be up for it, as technology keeps moving on and you can do incredible things with it, and you can never know what kind of amazing opportunities it may bring in the future. Yep.
Sometimes it feels so tough, but
So yeah guys, it looks like there is a possibility that this final concert is actually a warm-up for a new chapter of Black Sabbath, and that sometime in the future we may see the legendary band as a digital avatar show, just like what Kiss are getting ready to do in the future. And overall, it looks like the whole digital avatar craze is growing pretty strong among the metal community. Actually, we are on the front of it! And while we of course will have to wait and see how it turns out, I simply cannot imagine a rock or metal show without real people on stage. Seriously, I just can't. But what about you? What do you guys personally think about the possibility of turning Black Sabbath into an avatar band? Please let us know in the comments. I'm actually really curious to find out. Trivium and rock, paper, scissors. And on to the cutest news of this week. Sometime during the Trivium show on April 1st in Seattle, the venue's speakers suddenly gave out. So the band naturally had to pause their concert for a bit while the technicians were doing their magic. But to make that pause a little bit more fun, the band simply started playing rock, paper, scissors with their fans.
Man, this is like we're fucking sitting on the tarmac right now.
Aw, that's so cute! And no, there is no continuation to this news. After the break, they simply continued with their concert. And no, there's no moral to this story either. I just simply wanted to share this with you.
Alright, let's pretend that didn't just happen.
But anyways, what new music did you listen to this week? Please let us know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and thank you so much for supporting me, this show, and my country through this very difficult time. And of course, don't forget to like this video, comment under it, spread the word about it, and join our communities on Instagram, Facebook, X, Threads. What else is out there? Pretty much any social media network you can imagine at this point. Pretty much anywhere you can post content. I'm there. But either way, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and we will prevail. Slava Ukraini!